Okay, we're on.
Yeah, we're on.
We're like the old people of our generation. How is that possible? Because they're the old people of their generation.
You can't. You're just part of your generation. You know your generation is whatever age it is.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
So you
That's why
can't
I'm.
really be old in that generation. That's where the irony is in what you
Yeah,
said.
but I'm a big fan of artificial simulation. You see.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I just phoned in because I phoned the mayor's office in Oakland, and his mailbox is full, and I
Yeah, but
phoned the
what the?
chief of police, and
Mind your own
his
fucking.
mailbox is
Mind your.
full.
Mind
See,
your own.
I can do that because I had admired the right to speak in the U.S. and to protest, and they seem to be ripping that right out from under
Mind your own
people.
business, you silly old coot. You're a fucking Canuck. We don't come up to
I know.
fucking. We don't come up to Vancouver mainly
Do
because
you
we're
know?
banned from your country. But
Yeah,
besides that factoid, I don't go up there and tell you how to police your fucking idiot Tim Horton riots after your fucking after. See, I'm just speaking on behalf of America now. We don't go up to fucking
yeah.
Canada and tell you fucking morons how to behave after you lose a hockey match, do we? Yes, we do.
No.
North
Do you?
North
Do
Americans.
you? I've never told you this, but I was part of an invasion of about 300 people. We invaded the United States at the border. We marched across the border to protest the U.S. invading Cambodia,
Sure.
and
That was fun
it was
too.
there was about
We love
300
that.
of us. They call it in Revolution for the Hell of It. He calls it Blair, Washington, but it was actually Blaine that we went into,
Yeah,
and
you guys are all goofed up on funk balls or whatever you kids were taking.
yeah, yeah. We chained at the Peace Arch. There's gates, and it says, "May these gates never be closed."
Mm-hmm.
And we chained them closed,
Well, and
and
they love
then
that.
invaded the U.S. Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean, I'm old and I have a long history of protesting.
Yeah.
Long history of
From a
protesting.
comfy chair.
I'm in a comfy chair now, but I'm thinking about going down to Occupy Vancouver. I was down there
And
yesterday and
why? What would
took.
possess you? Do you think that? Do you think Vancouver Police Department and the powers that be want any more guff out of anybody?
Well, see, there's an election going on for the
So,
mayor in 2 weeks, and he can't win if he brings the police in. He can't win the election.
but
So it will happen.
he could
It'll
go
happen
out.
after.
He could go out to one of those little podunk towns and probably be the king.
Yeah, but he wants to be the mayor of Vancouver. He calls the police in.
Yeah, but
He's going to lose the election.
we're gonna fry his ass for letting adbusters start this whole rigmarole from downtown Vancouver.
Adbusters is American.
No, it isn't. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. It's from Vancouver, BC.
That that magazine comes from here.
Yes, it's right down there. I've been to their office. They invited me after I played several years back, and I met all those people. And
See, I don't know.
they were
I don't
like,
know diddly shit.
they asked me if I wanted to contribute articles, and I said no, but I enjoy reading this free magazine sometimes, and I kind of agree
Yeah.
with. I wouldn't say, like, look, we just bought like a bunch of studio gear and all kinds of stuff, right? Paid all the taxes, the VAT, and all that stuff because I work and I own a corporation, and I'm not advocating the destruction of the sewer system. But what I'm saying is, I I'm kind of fond of that anti-consumerist sentiment. See, I didn't go out and buy or my company or whatever for me. They didn't go out and buy a bunch of flashing lights and stuff because it looks cool in Studio Bitchin' White Guy Studio Ivory Tower magazine, right?
Right.
See,
And you don't drive a Porsche. You don't drive a
I
Porsche. You
love
have a bicycle.
Porsches. I fucking love Porsches, man. I live in Germany.
Yeah, me
What's
too.
not to like?
Yeah.
Stuttgart,
Yeah, but
baby,
you
all the
don't.
way, man. Get on that little pony and grab your shield. But
know.
my dad was a Porsche dealer. He was like the most
Oh
successful one.
dear.
He was the most successful one in America a couple
How did
times.
I think? I mean, there's thousands of kind of cars, and that car just popped into my mind.
Because
So
I love
strange.
them. Let me tell you something about Porsches. For a guy my size, see, I'm like 5'11" or so, you know. But it's different. It's a different animal. Like me and some basketball player hopping into a Porsche. It's
Yeah.
designed for somebody that's my size, just like a little bit over average, but not probably over average in Germany. Maybe it might be 6'1" or 6'2" or something. But they're
Mhm.
designed, and well, let me tell you about what they do, like the old ones and stuff. When there's the center of gravity is so low, right? If a car like slams on the
Mhm.
brakes in front of you, you can literally jerk that wheel, and your car is not going to lose control. It's just going to go like, and it's just amazing
Wow.
to how
I'm,
when you're in a car, the suspension will do you in if you're driving, like say from our offices in around southern England to the studio here in Berlin. That's a long drive. It's like 1,000 miles or whatever, but kilometers or miles or something. It's pretty. And my guy Stuart just drove that last night. He like left at like he was at the ferry at noon exactly, and for some reason the noon ferry didn't leave on time. So they go, "Hey, you want to go on board this one?" So he left his house probably at 9 or something, and he ended up in Berlin last night. Well, when I was broadcasting, I said, "Oh, I got guests," at that point. So, anyways, but he was in a car with a sports suspension, and he can't walk today
wow.
because it's just too much. He got here and he was standing up talking to me the whole time. He's just like, I can't
Wow.
fucking sit down. This is insane. But we're old men, see? We're not out there
Yeah.
protesting. We're out there fucking doing the accounting.
Yeah.
But
My uncle,
but
my
so
uncle
here
has
I'm
Jaguars.
gonna ask you one more time. So for me, when I drive in a Porsche, like say I learned how to drive in one. For me, when I get in one of those things, I'm just amazed like how it fits my reactions. See, it fits me like a OJ's glove. No,
No,
fits.
better than OJ's
Yeah,
glove, because remember how it didn't fit him?
nobody believes that
Because
bullshit.
he's, I know, he stuck his fingers out and
There's not
couldn't get the glove on.
there's not one white person on planet Earth that believes that story,
Yeah, you never ask somebody
except
a
some
question in
wacko.
court that you don't already know the answer to, so
I'm just
does this
joking.
glove
I'm
fit
just
me?
joking. But okay, so let's get back to brass tacks then, old gal.
Yeah. So where do you think, for some reason or another, when I'm on the Oakland, City Hall,
Fuck that for a minute. Let's get back to you.
website, I can't, I can't cut and paste anything, but there's a police,
I
the
already put
police
that
have
up.
issued
I already
a
put that
statement
up.
that's all bullshit.
It's a ping. I already
What?
put that up. I already put that up on my site. You could already get it from this. You can just use that hyperlink from whatever it's called, Frog, whatever T Frog or whatever the fuck it's called, the Twitter Frog thing that jumps from
Yeah.
thing to thing. I already put that link up on my Facebook page, and you can just grab that hypertext link, and
Oh,
you can
okay.
see exactly what the Oakland police. It contradicts exactly what is on film everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as they're being filmed shooting and lobbing stun grenades, the news, Channel 2, CBS up there in the Bay Area was reporting that the protests were throwing M80s, like quarter sticks of dynamite, at the police. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But whatever. Whatever. Because you know what? Hey, I know all these communities, right? I used to.
Yeah.
One of my best friends lives on Alcatraz Street. I
Yeah.
spent in Berkland. I spent plenty of fucking time in that area of the world. Plenty. Now,
Yeah.
they're no strangers to political activism. They got Berkeley there. They got all the loonies in the universe. They can't afford to live in San Francisco. It's a hotbed. Then they have a giant area. Oakland is massive, okay? So then they have also a massive economically depressed area of African American community. Massive. People used to have middle class jobs there. The Port of Oakland and the Albany Marine naval shipyards and all that shit. And all those black people bought houses way in the '60s. And then they got rid of all those fucking jobs for a lot of people. So all their kids and everything, no jobs, and just like the ghetto. And then there's the Oakland Hills, and there's
What are the hills? Are there
Well,
people
there
living
used.
on
Remember when
those?
they were on fire? Did you ever hear about that when that whole shit
Yeah,
burned?
yeah.
Oakland Hills is like MC Hammer's mansion, but it goes all the way out. They got the women's college out there, and they've got like it just goes all the way until you reach that pass where the windmills are, like when you're going
Mhm.
out towards Livermore and all that shit. Oakland just stretches forever. It's so big if you look at it on a map. Okay, but anyways, let's get back to you. What on earth is going to possess you to go down to this Occupy thing in Vancouver? Do tell. And I don't want you. I don't
Um,
want you lying to us. I want you to don't don't give
I'm
us.
not going to sleep in a tent. I'm not. Even at the best of times, even in the middle of the summer, I'm not going to go sleep in a tent. I
Okay,
don't
let's
think.
back up
But
though. Back up. You don't have to give us. You got to tell us what Bev Davies. Why are you going to Occupy Vancouver?
because I believe in what they are trying to formulate, what they're trying to communicate, and I think it really also is important for the system to start thinking about these things that they're doing to people. I mean, I worked for the provincial government for 20 years. The last 10 years that I worked there, I got a 1% pay increase. In 10 years, I got 1% pay increase. I got a $4,000 signing bonus to sign a contract so that we weren't going to be out on strike during the Olympics. So they really wanted to make sure that that one went through. And I mean, I got, a little bit over $2,000 after they took the tax off of
Okay,
it.
okay. We're not going to go back to the 1840s right now. Let's keep this.
Okay.
Let's keep this.
Oh,
What is it? These.
okay.
What is it? These. What is there a central message or messages that you identify it with? Is there just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 things that you, off the top of your head, that would motivate you enough to say, "Hey, I agree," and I want to add this. I want to throw my medicine hat in the ring. As you see, you and I, we are the establishment too,
Hmm.
right?
Okay, so what I would think
We're
is
like
that
landed
part,
gentry.
part of the beauty of this demonstration, this organization of people, is that they're not saying stop the war, stop this, stop that.
Well, they are
They're
saying
being
that too.
really creative and they're evolving. Now, a lot of movements started in people's kitchens and they came up with the slogans and they did all of that and then they went and demonstrated. This one's sort of the opposite. They're there first, and then they're doing the creation of what they're there about. The signs, like that woman was saying, are just amazing down there. Just amazing signs of things that people are thinking of.
Something tells me I could spice it up even more. Did you see that Sarah Palin one I made where it says I can see the revolution from my house with
I
her in
thought
a
it was
bikini and a
Russia
gun?
she could see from her house.
Well, I changed
Huh.
it. But now if you
Yeah,
ever see
I know.
anybody,
I know. That's
yeah,
so funny.
yeah, if you ever see anybody repeat that, then you know where it came from. 'Cause it came from
Yeah.
me. But I could make up slogans all day long. But I don't want the old man saying, Anton, you're the only one with fucking two nickels to rub together to have an idea. And we're tired of your
Yeah.
sense of humor. I'm hoping that people can see, like,
Okay, I'm
you
just
know,
thinking now,
check it out.
and you
Hold on,
asked
hold
me,
on,
like,
hold
what
on,
are the top five?
hold on. I'm like the fucking
Okay.
canary in the coal mine. See, as long as I can do this, then a lot of things are possible still. That's been my argument for a long
Yeah.
time. So you'll know what's up. Because it looked to me like Raw Story's under an attack,
Under attack.
with a malicious attack. Because all my
Yeah.
filters won't let me go there. And that means something right
Oh,
there.
I can get there. I just got there a few minutes ago,
Well,
so yeah, that means something. But whether it's you or it's the
and
country,
I watched Facebook blocking videos left and right.
yeah,
Right here with that,
absolutely.
I was with a journalist from Norway. He was sitting right here earlier, and I was showing him some shit.
But I may be a naive old lady, but I don't think I want to pick my top 5 reasons why I'd want to go there because
What do you identify with?
that doesn't matter. I
Okay.
identify with people getting together and
But
sleeping on the street
you're like me. You
and
love trouble,
saying
though.
we're figuring it out. Don't ask us what it's all about because we're still in the process of figuring out it's a revolution.
Okay.
Good time to have a revolution.
Well,
it's always a good.
I pointed out last year that it was already happening.
I know. And it was. It just wasn't happening on the streets yet.
Oh, you didn't know? Yes, it was. It was happening in the halls of power. It's been happening for quite some time.
Well, Marshall McLuhan said about Canada, he said that as a country, we were quite a bit behind the United States, and that gave us an advantage because we could pick and choose what we wanted out of look and see how it failed or how it succeeded and pick what we want.
Well,
because we're so far behind the time.
Well,
we're in the boonies.
Okay, so we'll hope that.
And that's everything. That's music. That's politics. That's everything. But we're losing control of our country. Our prime minister doesn't give a damn about anything other than his own corporate greed.
I keep saying, let me come to your country and play a show, and they say no, you're not welcome. And I'm like, damn, that prime minister just does not give a damn.
Oh, no. I'll get you his phone number, though, and you can phone him and ask. Why would I want
to call him? I'd rather talk to Stompin' Tom or somebody that's got some soul.
I have a really good lawyer friend, Clayton Ruby, in Toronto. He's one of the top lawyers in Canada. I know him from the 60s.
Yeah.
If he could ever give any help to you, I could. I
think they want me to fill. Yeah, I think they want me to fill out this. It's called a criminal rehabilitation package, and it's got 250 pages of forms that they want me to fill out. But
I just phoned the company to send out the forms to me to get my border passed across.
Listen to me. I don't even listen to me. They saw in a movie that I was arrested. I don't even have a record.
Yeah, I know.
So my response to them when I filed, I got a FBI report. I got my Freedom of Information, all that shit, and I showed them that there was nothing there. And and said
I have nothing. I have nothing there either. I have no criminal record in Canada. It's just sitting at the border of the U.S.
We're not talking about
it's
you.
Gone in Canada.
Anyway, so they just said no way.
I know.
They said you can come after 2014, and I said, oh, you're absolutely.
You'll be really rehabilitated by then. That's excellent.
No, I just said that you guys in your ways, Canada, you have more trouble than you know. Not for me.
Yeah. No. Our border has turned into a horrible, horrible place.
Yeah, well, whatever. Let's not get into a situation where we're like apples and oranges, rotten apples and non-ripe.
Well, now
oranges.
they're downgrading. Yesterday they downgraded the by half the number of people that they think are going to visit Canada from the U.S. One of the things is our dollar is just slightly above the American dollar. Yes, I don't know where it is today.
How did that happen?
But I don't know. I don't know. Somebody was, asleep at the switch. But
Jesus,
people don't want to cross that border. They just, whether they're mom and pop from Bellingham or they're, a band coming up, why bother? They can play Portland, Seattle, turn around, play Portland again.
Talk a lot.
Why bother coming into Canada?
Check this out. It's everywhere. All these bands just want to be famous, and Kim Kardashian will only fuck so many dudes and make a video. So they don't give a shit about piling in a van and playing anywhere. So that's why.
Do they want to be famous or do they want to be rich? That's all anybody wants.
She can.
My computer is.
That fat ass whore can only drag herself into so many fucking secret videos that she leaks herself.
I mean, I don't know. Do they really want to be famous or do they want to be rich? Or do they think those two things are exactly the same thing?
I think either their parents fucked them and they have a problem since a very early age, or society just screwed them over. Some way.
Or, all of the above. You're always safe when you tick off the all of the above.
Yeah. All right. So so far you're good for ratings. We've gone up 10.
See, it's all about fame.
Well, I think it's this multi-generational thing.
Yeah.
See, our demographic is just so wild.
one of the things that you could do is remind people that they don't have to sign in if they want to watch the show. I mean, it's nice if they sign in and talk, but a lot of people, are just kind of wandering around their house and the computer's on and they're kind of listening to you as music. Maybe people need to remember that they can do it that way and they're still part of Dead TV. They're just not talking. Because I think a lot of people that I know, which is like one or two people, think it's an incredible sort of obligation to sit down and watch the show, even though they'd like watch hours and hours of crap on television.
You guys are all the wackos. Check this out, though. You see, I'm more interested in people that we don't know.
Yeah, I know.
For the life of me, I can't figure that one out, like what people's problem is.
I mean, how many people do we have in Dead TV Live on Facebook? Like
ma'am, excuse me. I could give a fuck about people that even speak English.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just playing music and some news, and then we talk sometime.
Yeah.
Or do other things. But I mean, that's how I know I'm right on all the way. See? People don't like it, then I know I'm on to something, because I see what they like, and they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss it for 1 second when it's gone. All of it. See, people act like it's...
Oh, that book?
People act
Remember
like...
that book that I showed you?
I don't care about a book right now. This is TV.
Okay.
People that watch TV don't read books. Check this out, though. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If nobody steps out of the norm, then there's no progress. Progress by its nature is outside of the norm. Every time the establishment forgets that, that's the death.
Okay, so can I say it in my speak? How I interpret that is, if you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, you're not creating a future. If you do something different, you step out of the norm and do something different, you're actually creating a future.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of things that I want to do something over and over again. Like if I'm throwing a bucket down a well.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the same thing every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, there's like... Okay, you didn't ask me what I think about any of this stuff, so we're not going to get any answers. Everybody already knows what I think, or they think they know. Some kid left a comment on my Facebook wall. He said, Anton, why do you always take the left perspective? What a fucking idiot.
And
I'm not leftist.
Yeah.
I'm not even remotely close to being a leftist. The truth stands alone. Whatever that may be. But I mean...
Yeah,
I just think that
that's a fake border.
I know, but I think we're only like as weak as we're only as strong as the weak among us, and I'm not interested in a selfish myopic perspective. But where's this headed? That's a question that white people always ask when they have any kind of power. They always go, where's this headed?
I don't know. Where's it headed? If people's consciousness, raising people's consciousness, you do that with the music that you play on this show. You do that with the music that you write.
Well, I also do it another way. You know what other way I do it?
What's that? How?
Like that.
That's good.
Yeah. And also
kind of scary.
And also I
But at the end of the day, if you can be true to yourself, be kind to people regardless of whether they're kind to you or not, and feel that at the end of the day was worth living. That's about all I ask.
Well, I'm
able to get to sleep without worrying.
That's all cool, but you might want to try some weird fucking Chinese shit too, just in case. Might help.
Yeah. The cat. I always have to remember to feed the cat, dear Reuben. But
You know what?
I don't know. I don't know where it's going. I have no idea.
Let me give you an idea. I want you to think about this idea, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Worry is a dark room where negatives are developed.
Yeah, we're in a digital age. Yeah, no. I try not to worry. And I try not to be stupid, you know? I mean, if there's something that I really should be worrying about, I try not to just go, oh, fuck, you know.
Now it sounds like you're fucking drunk
Um,
and shape shifting. Yeah, I
what?
try not to maka.
No. But I do appreciate, though, I appreciate the wonderful friends online I've met through knowing you and being on the show, and
This sounds like
sometimes just sitting here watching other people.
this sounds like something Marie Antoinette said on the gallows. And I did enjoy these people.
Yes, when her hair turned gray at night.
They ripped off her fucking wig. They humiliated
Oh,
those bitches, just like Gaddafi.
yeah. Oh,
John told
so
me something really
sad.
interesting.
So,
John heard of John Carling heard of a art exhibit where they had this strobe light, and there was a paragraph written on the wall, and it was like, in the amount of time it takes you to read this paragraph and understand what's being said is.
It's for $10.
because there's enough blood in your brain to keep you thinking, seeing even. It's kind of
Speaking of weird
So
stuff.
when they said you want a blindfold, you say yes, please.
Speaking of weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You could give us some wisdom if you wanted. If you want to just like break it down for everybody.
I'm willing to give if I have it.
Okay, well,
I'll give you everything I bring, wisdom wise. It might be so today.
Okay, let's see. I'm almost ready. Okay, break it down for us. Go ahead.
Break what down?
The wisdom.
The wisdom. Well, you know, if I were to take 10 years out of my life to make myself young, there would be no 10 years I would take from my life. Not even the first 10 years of my life, when I remember I wouldn't do it. There's absolutely nothing I would remove because all of it has got me to the place that now, which is, you know, buying my own Christian. I pay $115 every month to pay for my Christian. I am Nina's new artwork. It's quite nice, actually. I'm the goat lady. No, I'm a Virgo.
Me too. That's weird.
I know. We rule. Virgos rule. Reluctantly. Because we're the ones going around going, oh, that's not straight. That picture on the wall. Could you just a little tiny bit?
Here, you could be sitting there on the throne of drones, and I could be talking to the drones. Secrets of the Beehive.
Yes, the secrets of the Beehive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those secrets.
So you will be able to come into Canada at some other point. That's good. That's good.
Now I'm looking for the screencast and I can't even see it. What the hell did I do? Here's you. So I know the screencast is there.
I can see me.
Well, yeah.
But not on Dead TV. I can just see me in the screencast.
Let me see what I did wrong. I'm trying to read
while
I'm listening to you. What did I do? Oh, it's probably frozen or something. See,
it froze for a while, and then it came back on. I know what I can do,
but I can do this because I'm that smart. I can go live input camera on you right there. Ha ha! I found another way. God, man, this is
Oh.
like Legos, except it's fun. So, what do you think the man thinks of me these days? Do you think am I inching dangerously close to being a troublemaker, or is this interesting, or
Oh Lord, I don't know.
what do you think Ustream
I've
thinks?
often thought. I mean, when I've often thought, why do they even bother? Like, what they put on their riot gear and go and cause a riot.
Well,
The police officers.
there wouldn't have been a riot if they didn't evict all those people that way.
Right. But, the cops put their riot gear on. Guess what they're doing? They're getting ready for a riot.
Well,
But,
yeah,
but no, we were
but you know what?
talking about you and the man. Anton, as long as you continue to do what you really do, what you really love to do, which is your music. I mean, I know it's entertaining to spend time with us on Dead TV, but really what you do is you make amazing music. And as long as you continue to do that, I don't think the man can touch you. Because we are Legion. This is our time.
Oh, well, John Lennon thought the same thing. And he got a bullet
Yeah,
sandwich.
but that was some sort of
#1
idiot.
with a bullet.
Yeah, I know. That's how fragile life is. Life is really, really fragile.
Well,
And
I think the powers that be whacked him because he started singing about marshmallow pies. They were like, we can't have this shit.
Or people were still listening to what he was singing about. Maybe that's it.
Bullshit, man. Their fans are fucking idiots. Who cares, man?
That's what I'm talking about.
Boring.
Yeah, I know. There was like the 1 year, and I know it's talking about my age, but there was 63 when I thought, whoa, the Beatles are incredible. And then they came when they were on Ed Sullivan in 64. And I went back to England in 64 and found the Rolling Stones and never looked back after that.
Jimi Hendrix has more soul.
Yes, he does.
Okay, well, anything else? Because I have to reboot.
No, I'll let you do that, and you'll play us some fine music, and
Yeah.
it'll be
It's a boot time to reboot. But can I leave you with a thought for the day?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Anton.
He who laughs, no one hears. He who laughs last, nobody hears.
No, because the laugh has killed them all at the beginning of the laugh. Well, you're going to reboot. I'm going to have a cigarette outside, and I really look forward to you coming to Canada sometime and coming and visiting.
Okay, but I got a question. I need to know your honest take on this.
Okay.
Aliens, do they have a hoo-hoo or just a down there?
Honestly, I don't know. I have always believed in aliens since I was a young child, and I've never thought of alien sexual parts.
Don't go there.
This does not interest me. I'm sorry. It's not of interest.
Don't go there.
They maybe go there in their minds. I imagine, that they're not animals. They're something else. I think they have another way of creating themselves.
I think when you travel in space that it destroys your ability to reproduce, so unless you're like some kind of fucking fungal spore, genetically modified thing. So that's what I think, because I think you're probably bombarded with photons and shit.
Yeah, it could be. Depends on how you reproduce, though. If you just think of it in terms of Earth reproduction, maybe you're right, but maybe there's other ways. I mean, thoughts are reproducing. You're in the process of creating, in the process of thinking a thought that hasn't been thought of before, or like yourself, a piece of music that is different than anyone has ever heard.
Hey.
Little intricate little parts. You're
Don't tell them all my
creating, you're
secrets.
reproducing.
Don't tell them all my secrets. Don't tell them that
Oh,
where I get all my ideas from.
that's reproduction. Children are one thing. Geniuses are able to produce art and music and reproduce in a different way. And I'm full of shit today.
You silly old goat.
I'm the goat again. Oh,
Check
that's
this
so
out.
good.
But now this is the best way. We listened to enough of your shit, you silly old goat.
But I'd be a nanny goat.
How dare you laugh at me? You know I don't like it when you laugh at me like that.
Oh, the bear. I love the bear.
Your love sucks. You always say you love the bear, but then you eat the honey. You eat the bush. You eat everything. And then you mock us with your laughter.
I'm trying to not eat everything. I'm on a diet. Trying to get healthier. Trying to grow hair again.
Talk minus action equals shit. There you go with the laughing again. Always the laughing.
I'll just laugh with my eyes.
On top of your eyes are horns. Why are you so defensive? And then the laughing.
Oh, there's an
again with the laughing.
Sound to your voice. There's an authoritative sound to your voice. That's okay. Where are you? You still there?
I'm here.
No, you're supposed to say no when I ask you if you're still there.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Maybe I was hibernating.
The bear is hibernating? I thought he was flashing and glowing. Oh, I haven't. I just realized I haven't really been reading the chat, and I'm a moderator. I could be saying I could go back and delete anything bad they said about me, but I won't.
Don't worry about it, honey.
Yes, the bear. I thought the bear had to come back on if you were mentioning honey. So what kind of new equipment have you got for the studio?
Weird fucking Chinese shit.
Oh.
All right. Let's get back to doing something else. All right?
Yeah.
Cool, everybody. See you in a little bit. I'm going to reboot really quick. Thanks for calling, Bev Davies.
You take care, Anton Newcombe.
I certainly will. Just visiting with bears and goats and with all that stuff.